question number 6. An electric fan is rotating with an angular velocity, right? After the power supply is disconnected, it completes 36 revolutions, by which time its angular velocity has decreased by 50% of the initial value, right? So that time the angular velocity become 50% of the initial value. How many more revolutions will the fan complete before coming to rest? Let's say the initial angular velocity as omega naught. So here the time is not given, so we can use omega squared is equal to omega naught squared plus 2 alpha theta. So this question is actually comes under rotational motion. For the initial case, right, the angular velocity becomes 50% of the initial value. Initial angular velocity is omega naught. So omega is omega 50% of omega naught. That means 450, therefore initial value omega naught. That is the final omega, right, final value of the angular velocity. So this will be omega naught squared minus, since it is power supply is disconnected, there will be an angular deceleration, right? So alpha is minus, so minus 2 alpha. Revolution is 36. That means 36 into 2 pi times it will rotate the angle. Okay. So from this, if we solve this, what will happen? This is omega naught by 2. So omega naught squared by 4 is equal to omega naught squared minus 144. Right. 144 alpha pi, we can say. So this will be 144 alpha pi is equal to omega naught squared minus omega naught squared by 4, 3/4 of omega naught squared. Let's say this is equation 1. And they're asking how many more revolution the fan will complete before coming to rest. If it is coming to rest, the final angular velocity is 0. So the same formula we can use. Final angular velocity 0. Initial angular velocity omega naught squared minus 2 alpha. Let's say the total revolution it makes when comes to rest is n. So n times 2 pi is the total angle moved. So from this we can find 4 alpha pi is equal to omega naught square. This is equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, right, we can, so if you divide equation 2 by, this will be 4n alpha pi, right? So if you divide equation 2 by 1, right, what we can say, if you divide equation 2 by 1, right, then, right, this alpha pi will be cancelled out. 4n over 144 equal to omega naught square divided by this one. So that will be 4 by 2. So from this, if we find n, 144 by 3, this will be 48. So the more revolutions are, or the additional revolution, equal to 48 minus already 36, so that will be 12. So the option is the fifth one.